happy with the results, guys testing, or what were your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely, and it kind of went to the fact of how hard they worked this summer when they came in and trained, and obviously Cole Smith winning it. I don't think there's a big surprise there. I mean, he keeps himself in very good shape, but I think the biggest thing for us was the other guys taking a step. Guys like Jacob Bernard-Docker and some of our players that have come to our program a year ago. That have taken a step physically, and that's a big deal. So again, it's very happy with what they did in the summertime, and it'll translate to the fall here.
Why is Cole tough to beat in this competition?
Well, I think he's just an athlete. Number one, he's a competitor. I mean, he hates to lose. He's a guy that brings it every single day, whether it's on the ice or off the ice, and when he's ready to go in the mornings. Like he gets up early in the mornings, and his day starts fast, and that's everything he does is that way. And again, it's great having a leader that has those attributes, because it resonates with the rest of the team. So I think just the way he prepares and the way he's dialed in.
Are we going to notice any difference in systems come Saturday night at all?
Yeah. Well, our defensive zone coverage is one thing that we put a tweak in a little bit here, that you'll see an adjustment. I think our play with the puck coming through entries will be a little bit different in the fact of more numbers and kind of the quicker transition part of it. And then obviously specialty teams. I think on the power play we've added a couple of adjustments through breakouts, and then obviously entry and in the zone as far as a couple different looks. So there'll be a couple tweaks in that side of it. But again, the biggest thing is different personnel and coming in, with whether it's freshmen or guys taking a step that are upperclassmen now.
Do you have an idea of what personnel you want to use on the specialty teams units, or is this are you still kind of working that out?
Well, I think early on we put a number of guys in different situations, kind of a blank slate approach, and now we've kind of drilled down into some specifics early on here. We still want to try to give some guys some looks for opportunity that way, and nothing's better than real game-like experience. I think you can scrimmage, or you can do drills and practice all you want, but at the end of the day, when you get into the real life games, that's the body of work that you want to look at. So I think we're going to really try to drill down on who we want, but obviously give opportunity to guys that we think should.
Do you guys know how many guys you want to play on Saturday night yet?
Yeah, we're going through that right now, and I think normally, with the way the college hockey is, you can dress an extra player with a forward or D, whatever that is. And I think last year we dressed 2 extra forwards and 1 extra D, and I think we're maybe leaning on that, or maybe just doing 1 extra forward, 1 extra D. So, there's a balance. You want to get everybody in, but there's a time where, the reps are key too. You're playing Canisius the next weekend, and you want to get going here too. So there's a balance, and we'll make a decision here soon.
What's the biggest thing you'll be looking for Saturday night?
Well, I think just some guys that are in our group taking a jump. The biggest thing is we retained a lot of guys, which normally we don't from year to year, and keeping a guy like Colton Pullman and guys like Grant Mishmash and Colin Adams, and they got our upperclassmen now, just wanting to see guys take a step, and obviously seeing our freshmen, see how they integrate with our group early on, but want to see some of our existing players take a step. Like I said, when you lose guys like Rhett Gardner and Nick Jones that are good players, that you want guys to take a jump and opportunity-wise to see where they're at, and it's going to be interesting, because like I said, I think once the lights hit and it's game night, it'll bring out the best in our players.
Do you have an idea of which guys you want at center and wing, or is that part of what you're going through right now too? Yeah,
I think we've kind of drilled down on kind of positionally up the middle as far as what we're looking at. And again, we've had some guys bouncing around early on through these first few weeks here on getting those looks, and we're pretty much where we start, where we are right now as far as that center. But again, until you get into those games and situations, you never know what you have till you really get in there, and you find out more information as you go. So like I said, we're really excited about the game against Manitoba on Saturday, because that'll be the first time that we'll get some information on some of our guys.